today to back you.
Good morning, welcome to another video. Back on the tube as promised. I've told you countless times now already. One of my main targets this year is going to be a 20 pounder off the float tube on a fly. Yes, that's not a fly, I know. So we are going to be doing quite a bit of fly fishing. I've got the sinking line on finally, so we can fish some big flies in deep water. Plan is to cast big flies all day. I've only brought that just as backup because it does give it to get a bit windy later, and on the off chance then it becomes too windy for fly fishing, well, I can switch onto that and we can do a bit of trolling again just like the last video. But what can I say, always look forward to getting a big pike on the fly. My biggest pike on the fly is not that big. I think it's maybe only about 11 or 12 pounds, so if I can get anything bigger than that it will be spot on. So yeah, stay tuned and let's see if we can get a big fish. Okay, so it just came up over the drop off. You can see that. Just went from 21 foot up into 15. Good steep drop off, and I'm going to just cast in towards the weed line. Quite excited now with this sinking line because it's been my excuse over the last few sessions of why I'm not catching as many fish. It's probably not accurate at all, it's probably just that I'm not a very good fly fisherman. So I have no excuses today whatsoever. I'll certainly try and find some. Yeah, first cast, nothing. Don't like this new fly line just yet. I think it's going to take a few casts just to soften it up a bit. So you can see there's Jeff coming. This is Jeff's second time ever being on the float tube. First time he done a session with me at the end of last season. I caught 5 or 6 and Jeff didn't catch any. So I'm just going to highlight that again, because in likelihood that will happen today again. He doesn't look very comfortable, that's for sure. Okay, this is the boy or girl, depending on how you view things in the world and want to shout at people for saying stuff like that. But that's the fly we're going to use. Get a bit of water around it. Get her sinking. Oh, it's a lot harder to cast. Ooh. There's Jeff with his fish. It's not like him to catch. First fish on the fly ever. Well done, Jeff.
First fish on the feed, yeah.
Double header. Right, I'm away to get my own.
That's good.
We get proper pliers. Right. So I've got fed up with the fly very early on, so I'm going to give this a bit of a chuck. I've got the 30cm line through lemon trout as well, which I'm really tempted to troll around the lake. It's a tiny lake, it's not a big water at all, but it is deep enough to hold a big fish. So I'm tempted just to throw that big line through on and see what we can get with that, but I'm going to give this a bit of a chuck first. The goby shad's hasn't really been producing this last while. Yeah, fish on. Oh, it feels like a decent fish. was actually reeling it in to recast it because I was about to hit weed, and the sun that's just big has come out and nailed it. Oh, it's a good fish. Oh, it's a big fish, I think. And Jeff. Either that or a foul hooked it. Oh. Oh, it's right. I need to turn the engine off, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good fish. Right, so engine's off. So now I'm just fighting the fish. Oh, it's a good fish. Yeah. If it's not, it's had a sweetie bix. Oh yeah, big fish. Might need you to come over here. Huh? Ah, who cares? Here, it actually hit. I was reeling it in to recast it, and it hit. Oh, it felt like it plucked off. A big fish, yeah. Oh. Oh. Might need you to come over, Jeff. Oh, he's a big one. He's a big one. No. He's very, very lightly hooked here, but hey, this could be a 20. Maybe. By the time you get over here, though, he could be away. He's very, very, very lightly hooked. Right, don't be jumping, don't be jumping, don't be jumping. Boys, this is massive. Oh, don't be doing that, don't be doing that. He's very lightly hooked. Ah, he keeps rubbing on the trace and feels like it's been plucked out. Have you not, Jeff, too? No? Yeah. He's wrapped around the trace. Aye, it's a big fish. He might not fit in your net. Aye. Oh. Caught on the 3D river roach. Oh, no, please don't come off. Oh, Benny with a big net, he's prepared now. He's really, really lightly hooked. He's gonna go again. You're on camera, Benny, don't swear. He's gonna go. He's gonna go. Get in there for that! That's a big one, isn't it? Fair lump. Right.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so that was my biggest fish of the year so far for me personally. And the reason why you didn't get to watch a video of it is because my cameraman Jeff, who ironically put a post up on Facebook this week giving off about somebody taking pictures of his fish and cutting out the fish's head and his head and whatnot. So yeah, Jeff decided to video my fish without hitting play. So me talking, giving you a full rundown, showing you the fish was all not recorded. Thankfully, we did get a few pictures of the fish. So you will hopefully get to see the pictures, obviously before or after this, I'll tell you this, so you'll get to see it either way. Stunning fish, one of the nicest looking fish I've ever caught, and that is without a doubt. Wasn't quite 20 pound, it was very, very close. I honestly thought it was a bigger fish. I'm really, really annoyed that I didn't have my measure mat with me. If I had the measure mat, I honestly think that fish was over 110 centimeters. It was so long. But yeah, first and only fish for me so far, and I caught a trolling the 3D river roach. Even though I wasn't actually trolling at the time I was retrieving it to recast it. But I'm just going to stick at that now. I think that's going to be the way to get the bigger fish, and we'll just see how we get on. And yeah, let's get a bigger one. So I'm going to just switch on to a smaller bait, onto the small line 3 roach, the smallest one you can get. Now ideally I'm still looking to target big fish, even though I'm trying a small bait, and the reason I'm doing that is sometimes big fish will switch on to smaller baits. So I'm just going to try something different for a little while. I'll probably not troll this, it's probably too small to troll, but I'll cast it in around the weed beds here to see if there's anything takes a fancy to it, just out of interest. I know the guys are struggling with the flies. I think Jeff has actually swapped onto the lure rod as well, so yeah, let's see. Ooh, and that's it for another video. We're going to make our way in now. Jeff's already in. Benny left ages ago because Benny lost the flipper and he was just blowing about in circles. I know the feeling, I've done that in this same lake, funny enough. But absolute ball buster of a day for everybody, except for that big fish that I caught, and that's it's really put the icing on the cake for me for the float tube. You know, ideally I said I wanted a big fish. I said I wanted a 20 pounder. It wasn't quite 20 pound, it was close. But I'm still not disappointed. Amazing fish. Wind's picked up really bad now. I'm the only one that can sort of fish effectively with the engine. Those guys really struggled. So I think we're gonna hit the road. Thanks for tuning in as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The channel's doing really well. It's been a great few months there that I slowed down over the summertime, which is obviously normal given the fact that everything that was going on. So yeah, stay tuned, lots of good stuff on the way, and see you on the next video.